What's up, everyone? Today's video is going to be about the Romanian deadlift, which is a good exercise for your hamstrings and glutes. But unfortunately, some people screw it all up. So we're going to try to help those people. Alright, so first we'll show you a few good reps, and then we'll get into the mistakes. So I got my demonstrator here. This is going to help demonstrate it. So grab the weights. Alright, so what you want to do is just hinge your hips back, hinge forward, the weights come down your legs. You want to keep the weights over your mid-foot, and then when you're in this position, keep your back flat, and then just push your hips forward and stand up. So one more time, hinge your hips back, keep the weights over your mid-foot, drag it right down your shins, flat back, push your hips forward, and stand up. Alright, so the first mistake I see people making is they try to get too low and they end up rounding their back. So it's going to look like this. So hips come back, and when they're right here, they try to get too low and then their back rounds. It can happen up here, sometimes it happens in the low back. And you see right here, that's spinal flexion. And that's going to take the tension off your glutes and hamstrings and put it into your back. So that's not, you don't want that. So bring it back up.
Didn't feel good.
All right, so go again, hips back, good rep this time. Keep your back flat. You only want to get low as your hamstrings allow, so don't worry about bringing it to the ground. So when you feel that stretch in your hamstrings, just push your hips back in and come back up. All right, so the second mistake I see is people bring the weights too far out front of their body. So go ahead. So when the weights are out there, away from your mid-foot, when they're away from your body like that, that puts you at a biomechanical disadvantage to lift it, and it also puts more strain on your low back. So don't do it. All right, and back up. All right, so the third mistake is people basically sit down into a squat. So show them what that looks like, hips back, and then you see sit down right here. So what you have is knee flexion, and when you stand up, you're gonna extend your knee, which puts the emphasis on your quads. And this is a glute and hamstring exercise. So here, show them a good rep. So when you bring your hips back, your knees can bend a little bit to allow your hips to get further back. But what you don't want is sitting down. You don't want to sit down like that. So come back up. So good rep one more time. So hips back, slight knee flexion to allow your hips to come back and push your hips back in. All right, so probably the biggest issue I have with my clients doing this exercise is even if they do the form where it looks right, a lot of times they'll tell me they feel it in their low back. And I found the best cue to help this is hips back, go get into the bottom position. So when you're in this position right here, don't think about standing up. What you want to do is contract your glutes, contract your butt muscles, and instead of standing up, push your hips forward. So drive your hips forward. So one more time, hips back. So right there, don't even think about standing up. Just contract your glutes, drive your hips forward, and that's going to keep the tension on your glutes and hamstrings. So if you see any of your friends that you work out with making any of these mistakes, share this video with them. Or if you just see some random people at the gym doing it, just go up to them and be like, hey stupid, you need to watch this video. And I'll be like, oh cool, thanks. Probably not. So there you have it. Hope that helps, and thanks for watching.